a while since I've done something that's in the news, but I watched something today that it really scared me in a way, because I would like somebody to explain what is actually going on in this country. It's just everything is so backwards. Everything is just not making sense. And before I go any further, actually, I've really got to put a disclaimer out there that this is my personal view, but at the same time as well, if you're from anything from left to the really far left, this isn't for you. So off you pop. LGBTQT, that's a mouthful, eh? This is no for you. This is basically for somebody that's out there that actually is genuinely far right, or if you're like me, because you decide to ask questions about certain things now, Sir Keir Starmer has deemed me as far right. And if you're still watching this at this point now, you're far right as well. It's as simple as that. What does it mean? It means you've got a tongue in your head. And just like, it's amazing. Where do I start? Well, let's start on the first thing. That petition thing was fantastic. It's up to near 3 million views now. I got an email today because I'm one of the ones that signed it. And, they're now going to go ahead on the 6th of... I can't mind out. It's either the 6th of December or the 6th of January. But if you've signed it, you'll have got the same email as me telling me now that they're going to talk about it. Even though Sir Keir Starmer has already said, we're not having another general election. So basically, we're now stuck with this tyranny that we're going to go through. And believe you me, I wouldn't be too surprised of putting this up now. Even I'm going to end up in jail now. This is how bad this has gotten. You're going to jail for actually asking questions. You're going to jail for speaking your mind. I mean, yesterday was the funeral of Peter Wright. And you'll probably go, who's he? Well, he was one of the guys that was actually, him and his son went down, rightly or wrongly, to the Southport demonstrations. He was one of the ones, him and his son, the both of them got lifted. But unfortunately, prison life was too much for Peter, and the guilt and everything just burdened on his shoulder, the way he was treated as well. And, well, put it this way, the man took his own life. Yesterday he was buried, and for what I can believe as well, his son never even got to go to the funeral. Now, the biggest bit about the whole thing about this is, not one piece of this information is on Sly News or the BBC. That's only 2 channels I use STV now and again as well, but I mean, it was nothing to do with Scotland. That's something I'll pick up on in a minute as well. It's just, it's so getting out of hand, you know. I mean, I can remember the days of the voting for leaving England, right? When we had our right to freedom, as they say, right? It's got me thinking that the way that things are going in this country now, they're actually splitting us up. They're splitting us up into groups, and they're putting us against one another. Now, if I can go to jail for doing this because they deem that as illegal, why are all these illegal immigrants coming in? Now, they're just keep buffing figures about how many illegals are in this country now. But it's in the word, illegal. Our boats are even picking them up and we're taking them someplace. Then we're probably sticking them on a boat. And I mean, they'll get took to a welcome room, they'll probably get a kind of fucking sangria or a tequila, and then they'll, cheers. There's 40 fags for you, can. There's £100. By the way, we're just getting your rooms ready. So if you could just bear with it in the hotel, and they're like, fuck me, man. And I thought, that's one of my first questions. Now, I really would like a genuine, serious answer to this. If you're an illegal immigrant and we're actually getting them coming off the shore, better still, we're sending a taxi out for them to bring them in, called the Coast, well, it used to be the Coast Guard, now it's the Coast Taxi, right? So we've got them there. Why are they not instantly deported? Because they're illegally coming into this country, right? Why are we putting our own people into prisons, taking money for the taxpayer so that we can't get to the elderly over the winter? They're not getting their bonus payments, but we can pay for all these hotels. Now, I'm going to get to the reason in a minute. I'm needing to do a wee build up as to, it's not just a rant, this, okay? So, that's the first point. Why are we bending over backwards for these guys? Secondly, I don't have a problem with anybody, you not caring what title you call them, even if they are illegal immigrants. If they are leaving a war-torn society and they are looking to better their lives, wow, yeah. Now, you've seen the surveys that they've done, standing there, and migrants welcome here, and the boy goes up and he goes to them, oh, so you're for the migrants? Yes, they're welcome here. Excellent. Would you put some up in your house? And then go, but a bad time, you know, I've not got the room. Load of shout. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll put my money where my mouth is. I'll put an illegal immigrant up here. I've got a spare bedroom here, and I'll put a family up to help them get on their merry way until the government can sort something properly. Providing, one, they are not illegal and they've come through the right channel, and two, the husband and the wife and children are there, not just young men. Because this brings me on to my next point. The boats are ravishingly full with over 90% of young males. Young males, definitely. Where's all the females? Where's all the children? Why are they not in the boats first? If these men are fleeing a war-torn regime, are they cowards? And where is the boats then that have to come and bring their wives and their children's, their daughters and their sisters, nieces, nephews, whatever you want? Where's the kids? Where is everybody? Why is it just all young men? And this is not just pertaining to the UK. This is happening all over Europe as well. Europe's in a fucking worse state than us, but we're slowly catching up to them. And yet our government is doing nothing at all to protect us. All they're doing is breaking every promise they've made in their manifests, and anybody that dares to stand up to them and ask questions is going to jail. Now, I'm sorry, but I find it offensive that Keir Starmer, who is a sir, here is somebody that's got something for the Top Boys Club. There you go. There's a knighthood to you, right? What a disgrace. That man can call me far right. And I have to accept that. But he doesn't go to prison for that. Really? It's all wrong. Now, I'm going to stop at this point because this is what's brought this on. I watch a lot of different things on YouTube now. I don't bother with mainstream news. I don't even pay for a TV licence to the BBC because, well, I'm not really into funding Gary Lineker's £1 million a year wage and paedophiles like Hugh Edwards and Jimmy Savile and fucking hell, the list goes on with that lot. Nah, so outdated. The once proud BBC empire that was the stalwart of our nation, the capital of the world when it come to bringing out news and reviews. Now they're putting crap out there that they're telling you what they want you to hear. They're not reporting news anymore. Neither is Sly News. Like I said, Peter Lynch didn't even get a mention. A couple of weeks ago, there was a big march down in London, a very, very peaceful protest, right, done by Stephen Yaxley Lennon. Now, for those of them will know him as Tommy. If you don't know who Stephen Yaxley Lennon is, he started off in life taking a bit of a long run, and he formed the EDF, the English Defence League. Very far right. But he's seen the light, and in the errors of his ways, he's become a journalist. And what he started doing was he was following all these grooming gangs and some of the horrendous stories that him and his team had put out there. Urban News. It's opened my eyes. And I've started speaking to people, and it's true, it's amazing how people are like sheep out there. They're just following, they're not doing nothing, you know? And I just don't get my head around it. So today, I come across this today, okay? Now, I'll try and put the link in below for you to go and watch it, all right? But here's a couple of clips I've taken off of this, right? So, here's the first one, and see what you think. This guy has just went to visit a hotel where the migrants are, just to ask some questions, and he's doing it in a friendly manner.
Still closed then? To the public? Is the restaurant still closed?
Yes,
Yeah.
closed, right?
Everything. How long have you guys worked here?
I'm not working here, but
You're not working here? Oh, you're staying here?
no, I'm not staying.
You just dress in a suit normally?
I'm working somewhere else.
Oh, right,
Just
okay.
finished.
Just visiting friends, are you?
It's my friend.
Oh, fair enough. Where do you work?
Why am I telling you?
I don't know. Nice friendly conversation.
Why are you asking me, man?
Because I'm only messing with you. I'm only having a joke. Look, I'm not here to cause any issues. I'm just trying to find out a few things. Some people have asked me to come down and have a look. And I appreciate you being friendly. I mean, he's got a scarier face.
He's not
You're
scared.
smiling.
He's not
I
scared.
say I'm smiling.
I'm always smiling.
I know what I'm saying. It's a fault. Anyway, appreciate your time. I'm going to just have a look around there. I'll be outside, so you don't have to come and shoo me away.
Now, as you'll see in this next clip, things take a bit of a darker turn. The guys he's interviewing are one thing, especially the main guy he's talking to from Afghanistan. He's a very nice bloke, very nice bloke. Or he comes across as a nice bloke. But the guy you'll see standing at the back with a white shirt on, right, and the suit, this guy is security, right? Now, going by his accent, he's also another non-UK resident. So, I mean, we're unemployed people. Surely we've got people there that can do these security jobs. But it's amazing. This is the second instance I've seen of somebody going to a hotel and they're non-UK residents. Foreign speaking, broken English, right? I'm sorry, if you're born in the UK, you're no foreign speaking with broken English. You're definitely not UK. So why are we not giving our people these jobs? So it's bad enough that we're flooding the country with illegal immigrants. We're also giving them work without a working visa and without getting them checked. You know, it just doesn't make sense. But look at how young these three men are, right? Now, you've already seen men in the other video there, okay? And you've seen how young they were. Any battle scars? Nah. What they do look like, though, is a young army. And I think that's what's going to be happening here by the looks of it. It's like for somebody now, quote me if I'm wrong, but this is the fear that's going through my mind. I would like the government to come and tell me, why are we bringing so many? And forget your quotas, because I'm sorry, if we can't look after our own people in this country, shut the door. This country must be so full, okay? And our people didn't go and work to pay taxes, to bring and pay people in that don't contribute a single penny to this country. One of the first things that gets done for them when they come in as well is inside that hotel there as well, I bet you, there's a minimum of 2 nurses from the NHS to see them. I can't even get a fucking doctor's appointment. And if I do, I've got to wait days. And yet, these people again that contribute nothing towards it in the NHS, scattered in fucking hotels all over the place, man. It's just beggars beyond belief. They've got nurses on tap, free medicines. Huh? The country's just a fucking joke, an absolute joke. So as I said, watch this next clip, but keep your eyes on the guy at the back, right? The security guard, right? And tell me what you make of his actions and his body language.
Alright guys, you staying here?
Yes.
Yeah? Where you guys come from?
I'm looking from which country?
Where? Sorry?
I'm looking like which country?
I don't know, I couldn't say that.
Okay, gas.
Where?
Gas.
Kath.
Gas. Gas. I'm like which country?
Kath.
I'm from Afghanistan.
Afghanistan, ah right, okay. When did you come over here?
But like 3 months.
Oh okay, yeah.
Yeah, you're from here?
Yeah. Well, Wales. You know, little country next to England.
No,
Red Dragon?
No.
No?
I don't know because I come new here.
No. Have you stayed here all the time? Oh no. See, they won't let you talk to me. I'm just friendly, I'm just doing a report on the hotel.
What?
He's a nice guy.
Yes, I understand. Good enough.
Family case, yo.
Okay. Okay, see you.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks for talking to me, mate. I appreciate it. Yeah, you take care. All the best. I'm just doing a report on the hotel, mate. I've got no nastiness. I just want to know what's going on. And I go around the country, and a lot of people just don't talk to me. Is it Serco that looks after this hotel?
There you have it. Now, how strange is that? If you watch the video, the guy at first talks to this guy that's presenting that YouTube video, and then as you see at the end of them there, he's having nothing to do with him, he won't talk to him, and that's how I'm saying to watch the video. Later on, he's quoting the law to him, and the guy's going, what law? Yeah, really, watch it as just, and hey, we break for Coronation Street or fucking Home and Away, right? Stop listening to the news channels that's out there. Stop watching your BBC shit. Just for once, open your mind and go and watch that guy's video, okay? At the same time as well, actually, I personally would love you to take a minute just to actually put the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to help us, because I need to try and get this out here. And unfortunately, I can't fight against like Mr. Beast and co. And all these other big multi-million themed guys out there, but this is something I'm trying to desperately get out there. I've actually got 2,600 subscribers and I've got over 1,000 videos, and yet my figures are low. I can't get my stuff out there. I ask people not to put the thumbs up because I need it, saying that this is a great video. It's to get this video out there to other people so they can hear it. Even share the video if you could. Do anything you can to help us. Because I'll tell you what, this is the first video I've done like this. It won't be the fucking last, I can assure you. Because the more I find out, the more I'm going to be putting out there. Until, of course, the men in fucking black coats come and take me away. I think I deserve answers to these questions. I think you also deserve an answer to these questions. Because I'll tell you what, when you see the likes of Stephen Yaxley Lennon, he's actually in jail just now. Go on Twitter actually and look him up and watch his video, Silenced. Go and watch that and ask why the police are not doing nothing about that. Really, it's just, it beggars beyond belief. You've got these marches for Palestine, all these fucking flags and banners, but the minute you show a Union Jack, get that done, it's racist. This is my final point. The final point is going to be on the fact that to be a United Kingdom, we actually have to gel together. Okay? It's now time to see the light and put the hatred between the English, the Scottish, the Welsh, the Irish, right? Because this isn't a football game, right? This isn't one of these things where the referees are... And this is very serious. This is our children's future we are giving up on here. We're just standing back watching things that are happening at an unprecedented rate. I can't look onto my phone. I'm using my phone to do the film here, right? Now, Nigel Farage was going to be actually putting something up today. And from what I've seen on the news, he's appointed somebody. Somebody's defected from someplace, for the Tories I think it was. Dame somebody. What the fuck do we need a dame? These people with titles have not got a clue how the common working man and woman live, how they bring up their families, how they struggle day to day. All right? It's getting beyond the joke. Look at your wages, okay? Just look at what you earn and what you bring in, okay? By the time you pay your rent and your council tax and your gas and your electricity and your standing charges, right? Add that lot up. You've not even put your debt in yet. And just ask yourself, how much money am I left with? Because after that, the money you're left with, you've got to pay your debt off of that. You've got to pay for your food off of that. You've got to pay for clothes off of that. All of which you pay tax on yet again, because taxing you on your wages wasn't enough. And 5% tax on fuel energy isn't enough. But if you want the same kind of treatment as what the legals are, you just sling your hook, do as you're told, get back in that sheep pen and follow the rules. George Orwell's Big Brother, 1984. It's starting to make sense. Thanks for listening.